All great things in life first started as an idea. Someone brave who wasn't afraid to ask, what if? Automobiles, electricity, ass eating. What do these three things have in common? They all began as an idea. One of the
I'm
most
thinking,
powerful traits of human beings is our
A
ability to
particularly fruity dinner
ideate and
date.
come up with these complex solutions to problems, or just in general create something from nothing, and it all starts up here in our
that's
little
nice.
noodle. Now, there's a reason I'm talking about all of this. I'm not
I
just on
think it's a great
PCP having
idea
an
to
existential
start with.
crisis and ranting. The other day, my friends and I came up with a really fun idea that I thought would be just a really overall positive thing. But I wanted to run it by Twitch stream last night to see what chat thought, to get to kind of just take a temperature and see where everyone's
I
head was
think
on
it's
the
pretty
proposal.
obvious that you're
And
not
Twitch chat
serious.
gave it like a 98% approval rating, which to me is the green light to go forward with the idea. If your voice wasn't heard, it's probably because you weren't in stream last night,
Progress.
so shame on you. The best idea you could ever have is
I
stopping
was
by my Twitch
streaming
streams
last
at
night.
twitch.tv/moistcritical. I stream every day. Hope to see you there. Anyway, though, here's the overall idea. For the entirety of my 15 or 16 years on YouTube now, people have just openly left suggestions for content I should make in the comment section of my videos, or in Twitch chat, or just directly emailing me with video ideas. And I have absolutely made content based on or inspired by some of your suggestions, because a lot of these ideas are just straight up bangers. Like, you're dropping heat for free. And I've just been feeling like it makes sense to actually pay you for them. You might not value your ideas, but I
I'm
certainly
not sure
do.
I
So
understand the
starting
point
today,
of this
anytime you
conversation.
cook up some fire content
I am your
ideas,
Sigma male.
instead of just dropping it in the comment section or throwing it into the Twitch chat, use the Google form linked in the description below and just explain the fuck out of it. Present it like you're pitching it on Shark Tank. Tell us the
Alright,
idea,
cool.
and then also there's going to be a spot for your PayPal email address. So if we do make something
I like it.
around your idea, we'll pay you $500 for it. But then we thought, why not get a
How I
little
wish.
wackier with it and go hog wild? So we thought about doing a performance-based bonus as well. So if your idea goes hard and the video we make around it pops
We do a
off,
little
we'll
bit
give you
of
an
trolling.
additional $500 if it gets a million views. And then after a million views, we'll give you an additional $100 per 100,000 views that it gets post a million over the course of a 30-day
I'll take
period.
that deal.
It's easy to track performance over the course of a month, but this isn't something that could live in perpetuity, because tracking a video for years down the line is just kind of a headache to keep track of, like, all of that and whose idea that was. So for the performance-based bonuses, it'll be over the course of 1 month, so just a 30-day period. Now, a question Twitch chat asked that was a really
So
good
what else?
question is, if multiple people submit the same idea, who gets the money? The only fair way we figured out to do that is whoever submitted it first. The first person to give that idea will be the one that receives the money for
Okay.
the idea. I think that's the only way that makes sense. To me, all of this sounded like a fun idea.
I think
and
I'm
a
leaning
way of
towards the
saying
latter.
thanks and giving back for just some of the ideas you've been freely giving away for years now. And Twitch chat seemed to agree and convince
I think
me it
I
was a
should
good
also
idea,
mention
but
that I
maybe
have
they
some
were just
ideas
straight
for
up
future
fucking lying,
media.
and I look like an absolute idiot right now, a true imbecile. I don't know, but to me, in
I
my
think you
tiny
look
little
fine.
brain, this felt like a fun, good idea. That's not the only thing I'd like to discuss.
Well,
There's actually
maybe
another
you're right.
topic that I'd like to go over
What is there
today.
to
But
discuss?
before doing that, I want to start with something that I haven't said in a video yet, but if you tune into my streams, you'll know. Moist Esports got its first official sponsor, and it's one that
Moist.
I'm really happy about. It's Opera GX, and they're also sponsoring today's
Congrats,
video.
man.
Big thanks to Opera GX for sponsoring this video. Opera GX is the best browser available. It's one that I've been
I really
using
like
every
Opera.
single day for the better part of the last, like, 2 years now, and I've never looked back. I love everything Opera GX offers, from the customization to the personalized wallpaper to every single feature that they have available. So, for example, let's say you're currently using Chrome. One feature Opera
love
GX
everything
has is you
about
can
them.
import all of your Chrome settings directly into Opera GX seamlessly. Opera GX also has its own extension store, but all the extensions you're used to with whatever your current browser is also still work on Opera GX, such as Chrome extensions. And another really cool thing is the GX profiles, where you can set it up exactly how you want it to run. So if you're streaming, for example, you can set up the configuration
That's
of
cool. I'll
streaming
look
where
into
it'll
it.
no longer show any private information to viewers. Or if your PC's not doing too hot, you can also set it to configuration
I really like
potato,
that one.
which just is browsing in its most basic form, so there's no stress on your computer. Opera GX is just the best
That's what
browser
I do.
available, so I highly recommend it. You can download Opera GX for free by clicking the link in the description below. I'm still super happy that Moist Esports first sponsors Opera GX. Just what a great partner. So again, big thanks to them.
I
Now the
can
next
too.
thing I'd like to talk about is in regards to the thousands of channels that exist now that just re-upload my Twitch VODs, or
I
they'll
like
cut up my
turtles.
Twitch VODs into a few parts and call them like Moist Moments or Moist Critical Clips. And people have been asking me, do they belong to me? And if they don't, how do I feel about it? The answer is no, they don't belong to me. And how do I feel about it? I don't really give a fuck. I don't care that much. I've said this for like a decade now. I make content and do all this shit for fun. If someone's going to re upload it, I don't really have a problem with that. People have suggested like DMCA striking them.
I'm not
I'm
deleting it.
absolutely not doing that. The only thing that's a bit of a headache is now my
I don't think
actual
you can do that.
official other channel, Moist Charlie Clips, has to directly compete
Oh my
with
god.
myself. Because a lot of these channels are owned by people that aren't in the US, they're uploading while I'm asleep, so I'm not even able to upload my own content before they do, since they're awake when I'm catching some fat snoozing. So that's a little
Yeah,
upsetting
that's
because
basically
I'm
what I
getting
do every
beaten
day.
by myself. So right now, the biggest
Mm,
enemy for Moist Charlie clips is Moist Charles himself. Another thing is a lot of
moist.
them are pretty clever. Like, this is a normal thumbnail for Moist
I
Charlie
think I
clips.
got a
Aaron makes
6.
these. He does most of the heavy lifting. It's not like the
I think you
wildest
mean
thumbnail,
normal.
but what some of the channels will do is they'll copy this almost exactly and upload it on their channel, hoping that it'll confuse people into thinking it's the official one that I own when it's not. And that's a little weird. But another thing that I
Okay.
also think is pretty clever is some of the channels will actually even censor the swear words because cussing, saying fucks and shit leads to a lower CPM, so they'll actually bleep it or censor it in order to get the most bang for their buck when re-uploading my VODs. One channel in particular doesn't re-upload the full VOD, they'll cut up bits and pieces and make them moments and edit out the swear words. And that channel in particular has
That's
made
pretty smart.
roughly $15,000 to $20,000 per month for the last couple of months. So they're just straight
That's a
up
lot of
fucking
money.
farming here. So that's kind of the state of all that. Right now, Moist Charlie Clips is my only
I
other
mean, if you
channel,
want
also the
Korean
only
food.
channel to get uncensored Twitch content from me. I'm gonna have to carve out my own little niche here in the Moist Critical Twitch clip market, I guess. So yeah, that's the only
I'm
other
not
official
touching
one. I
that
just wanted to
thing.
put all this information out there to let you know that all the others are not mine, and no, I don't plan on DMCA
I really
striking them or
appreciate it,
anything
man.
like that. So yeah, just wanted to clear everything up there. That was the other really big
Yeah, I get
topic I
it.
wanted to talk about, but I do want to make a mention of something else that I'm not sure if I've even talked about it much in videos, but Moist Esports now does have an Apex Legends team. We picked up former Team Burger, one of the best in the world, and the ALGS is finally about to roll around. So a lot of people have been wondering, when does Moist Esports
I think
Apex
they are
finally
called Royal
start popping
Burgers.
off? And the great news is, it's this week, baby. That's right, November 5th at midnight
I'm hyped.
Eastern Time. Yeah, it's a late one, and of
I'm
course I
in.
will be watch partying. You already know that. So, for those that don't know, Team Burger is Australian based, and they are now the Moist Esports squad, which means our team is Australian based. So, all of the Australian ALGS
I
tournaments
thought it meant
are
we
going
were
to
playing
be
in the
super
Olympics.
late for US time zones. But you know what? That's fucking fine, baby. So I just wanted to put that out there, let everyone know that yes,
So we're
now it's
cool.
finally starting, and hopefully we go super hard out there. I have a lot of faith in the boys. I think they're a very strong squad, so I'm excited. Hopefully you're excited as
I'll
well.
see you
So I just
tomorrow,
wanted to
Amy and
mention
Jerry.
that, and yeah, that's really about it. So yeah.